Hello everybody, this is Linda G, your solution lady, your coach. And I'm just here on a beautiful walk. It's fall time over here. I'm going to turn my camera around to see if you could see this. So it is fall, and usually at this time of the year people start well, there's a lot of things that happen actually. People want to take advantage of the weather because summer is shortly leaving us, and we know winter is upon us in another month or so. And it's interesting, in our parts of the world, in Canada, we have 4 very distinct seasons. And what I find interesting about these 4 seasons, other than of course the differences in climate, is that we as Canadians go through different emotions at this time of the year, or at various times of the year, depending on the season. And this part of the season for me brings a lot of bit of melancholy, bit of sadness. Our Thanksgiving weekend is coming up. This is the weekend, and I'm missing my family. And I also know that in another month or so winter's coming, so I'm already feeling a bit of the effects of that, although it's not here right now. I try to practice mindfulness, and I'm getting there, but those emotions or those thoughts of the future, especially at this time of the year, are still there. And so it's not a matter of denying them because they're there. It's a matter of accepting them and not judging them, right? That's what mindfulness is. I'll have the thoughts of winter, and I'll have the ideas that, oh, I'll have to shovel again my driveway. And I'll have the thoughts of, oh, I think I could get away for a few months in the winter time. I'll have those thoughts. But those thoughts are neither positive or negative. They just are thoughts. It's when we let our thoughts take over and we start judging our thoughts that it leads to sometimes behaviors that aren't in our best interest. And I often wonder if in other parts of the world, if people experience something like what I'm experiencing or what you may be experiencing. I'm just going to turn my camera again. It's another. Can you see that? It's really a nice trail. You can see the changing leaves. So I often wonder if people in other parts of the world experience this because of the 4 seasons that we have. Is it similar? I don't know if it is or not. It'd be really interesting to find out. But I do know one thing, and this is totally unrelated. It's about technology and how it all affects us differently. The fact that I'm walking around on a trail with my technically telephone, and I'm able to record that, and because I have data, I'm able to access different things, makes it a very, very different walk, a different world. And that is something that in all the different parts of the world we all experience. I was talking to a student from China last night, so it was her 10:30 in the morning, and she mentioned that on her way to work sometimes she'll shop. Now, they have a lot of apps in China for shopping, and they're able to also quickly pay using their telephone. So this is just one of the ways that the technology has affected us. And so not only am I walking around with my my telephone in my hand, although I'm using it as a recorder, in different parts of the world technology is affecting us as well. And this all has an effect on our emotions, right? If we are wanting to be less impulsive with our shopping, if we are missing our family because it's Thanksgiving. How do we manage these emotions? And the only thing that for me seems to work is to remind myself of this very moment. This very moment is a very precious moment. When I hear the leaves, oh, I feel some drops too. I feel a bit of drops, reminding ourselves of this, very, very moment. We don't have to necessarily worry about the finances. Yeah, it's starting to rain, so I think I'm going to turn around. We don't have to worry about finances. We don't have to worry about, missing our family. I just talked to my son, so I was able to meet that particular need at that moment. So if you're preoccupied with things that are happening in the future, or preoccupied with, the winter coming up, or things that you're not able to do, or people that you're missing, well, there's a lot of things we can do about that, such as making a call or FaceTiming somebody, or just simply stopping and saying, for this very moment, I'm really comfortable, I'm really safe, I don't need to be doing anything else except breathing. And I don't know if you can hear that. Probably not, but I can hear the rain falling. Here I am in the middle of Forêt Rose, listening to the rain on this Thanksgiving long weekend. And that's all I really need. That's all I really need. Anyways, listen, this is the long weekend of Thanksgiving. I wanted to do this short video to say, for me, Thanksgiving is a very special long weekend. This is the weekend where most families spend together, but it's definitely the weekend that it's time to think or rethink about everything we're grateful for. And although it shouldn't only be on this weekend that we think about that, it is one time of the year that is given to us to talk about gratitude and to talk about things we're grateful for and the people that we're grateful for. Do I have a bug right here? Yes, I did. Anyways, I am grateful for this rain, and I'm grateful for this trail that I'm walking on, and I'm so grateful for my breath. The simple fact that I'm able to breathe is fantastic, and I'm able to breathe fresh air. I'm really grateful for that. Think about what you're grateful for, and it could be as simple as I can walk. It could be as simple as I got up this morning. Anything, those little tiny, what seems to be tiny signs of gratitude or symbols of gratitude or thoughts of gratitude is what makes this world a more pleasant place. When you think about it, if we all experience gratitude and if we all showed our gratitude towards other people, we would be living in maybe a different world. We might be living in a more peaceful world, a more calming world. So every little bit helps. All right, I'm going to continue on my walk before it starts raining too much. Have yourself a great Thanksgiving weekend, and if you're in the States, I know your Thanksgiving weekend is in November, and if you're anywhere else in the world, it might not be Thanksgiving, but there's always a moment to take to be grateful and to show your gratitude towards other people. This is Linda G. Robert, your solution lady, your coach, your teacher. And for more information on my services, you can go to my website at www.lindagrobert.com. Bye. Have a great long weekend.